There are several different types of men who dress as women. Female impersonators, who are either actors or comedians. Drag queens, who are usually gay, and also imitate women as performers. They have a tendency to emulate famous or infamous women. Then there's us. We have this innate desire to take on the persona of a female. This is usually deep in our subconscious and may manifest itself at a very early stage in our development. Why do we do it? There are many qualified people who have tried to offer an explanation, and in all probability most of the reasoning is correct or close to the truth. Whatever these opinions are, for or against the practice, they don't matter too much because we are what we are, and love doing what we do. To do this thing that we do, we have to follow a set of unwritten rules as we emulate women. Firstly, we form an opinion and develop thoughts of what we perceive women to look like. This perception must change with the age of the protagonist. I think most of the membership of TGF is on the mature side and dress accordingly. Whatever age group one might belong to, our attempt to walk out on the street and be accepted as a female is probably the most significant thing we do. Selecting a female style is not easy. One sees younger women out shopping dressed in tracksuits, or tight leggings with the loose tops, and hardly any makeup, or maybe none at all. Then there are cross-dressers disguised as Martians. This is where I tend to draw a line. I feel that as cross-dressers we must put some effort into transforming ourselves into a female. I include post-OP girls as well. If one has had facial surgery, one will have a more feminine appearance, and will possibly pass more readily without so much work. Post-OP girls can be much more relaxed about dressing. They are probably on a course of hormones which has a much greater effect on their mental state in terms of how feminine they feel, which has an influence on their attitude toward dressing. The rest of us need to put in the time. I once met a CD who, although he had not had surgery, he was totally committed to being in his female persona all the time. He, or should I say she, had changed everything such as driver's license, credit cards and any necessary identification documents he may require to indicate he was female. She complained that she had been asked to leave 2 restaurants as a result of women complaining about her using the women's restroom. It seemed to me, if the way she was turned out when I met her was an example, that she had made no effort to look female. No makeup, unkempt hair, and unattractive clothing. She looked like a guy in a dress. How you dress depends largely on your age. If you are over 45, you can't dress like a 22-year-old. Nor should you go out in public dressed like a tart. Clubbing is a different story. Clubs may have a dress code which permit you to dress in a certain manner. If this is raunchy, so be it. If you are serious about cross-dressing, and not a fetishist hung up on female clothing, then I repeat you have to take it seriously. Fetishism is okay if you are so inclined, but it is better left at home. Mea culpa, there are certain items of lingerie that I am fixated upon, more on vintage than modern styles. I would have difficulty arguing a defense as to whether or not it was a form of fetishism. I would never wear them visibly out in public. A little lace showing is okay, but there are serious limits. If you are over 45, I would suggest you are a mature cross-dresser, and if you are going out, not just to gas up the car, you should try and dress respectably. Consider appropriate clothing for what you intend to do. Check your wig or hair, make sure your makeup is on okay and you look presentable. Sometime you have to be careful not to overdo it. Always, always, wear lipstick, and don't overdress. I have had personal experience of this. My wife and I were in the Everglades or the Okefenokee swamp, I can't remember which, looking at manatees. My wife compared what I was wearing to other women in our vicinity, and herself of course. She had worked in the fashion industry for a time. She concluded I was decidedly overdressed, jewelry, clothing and shoes, etc. That evening we went to a couple of stores and bought things like capris, a new top and sandals. I would not dress like that if I was going to a nice restaurant or other semi-formal outing. What I had bought suited the occasion very well. The upshot of this is, the ultimate question: why are you dressing? My motive when dressed is to bring my female persona, Pauline, to life. When I walk down the street or walk around the mall, eat in a decent restaurant, I want to be taken for a woman. I am told that I pass quite well, until I open my mouth, and if I didn't I would feel most uncomfortable. What about the people who are around you when you are out, especially women? If you deliberately dress so that what you are wearing draws undue attention to you, I feel you are demeaning women. The only conclusion I could draw would be that your motives are not those of a true cross-dresser. This is truly my opinion, and if I have offended anyone I am sorry. It is a point of view I feel very strongly about, and I will be happy to receive your arguments. Finally, a little request to you. Share this video if this video really helps you to find any solution of your life. All we believe sharing is caring, as well as you can help your friends to change their life by sharing this video. We also believe liking the video doesn't make any difference, but it inspires us to provide better quality and content. We will consider the amount of like as we helped those people at least. Which type or topic video you are willing to see in the next video? Let us know in the comment below. Because helping you is our main intention. The next video will be published next week. Subscribe and get connected with us to get many of these types of videos. More wisdom. More solutions. Better life.